Hello, guys. Good evening, and welcome to our weekly little chat along and catch up and all there. For those of you who are new here or just recently have joined us, my name is Orla. I am mum to three teenagers, or three adults, really. They're 17 and up. And tonight, Carrie will be joining me. But she's just run upstairs. She had to get a few things. We were actually late coming back in. So I'll just give a few more seconds just to let her run up and do what she needs to do. Is everybody doing okay? Everybody having a good week? Nothing too crazy going on? I just had a big salad and Carrie announced that we had 2 minutes to run in and try and get everything live before the 9 o'clock. So anybody? Hey Sarah, how are you? You having a good week? Good evening, Siobhan. You having a good week, love? I can hear movement outside. I think Carrie's down. But yeah, so Sinead, how are you, darling? Oh, it's nice to see all the familiar names coming back in, and I actually really look forward to this. Really, really look forward to it. Hi, Peggy. How are you? What's the story with the weather? It is absolutely freezing. And then it's sunny during the day, waking up to thick ice in the mornings. Oh. Hello, Joseph. Joseph from Derry. Oh, Lord. So everybody having a good week. Nothing major happening with anybody. A few bits of news. It's the highlight of my Thursday. Oh, bless. I'm glad I'm somebody's highlight. Oh, Lord. Don't talk about weather. I've ended up with cold and chest infection. Oh, no, Siobhan. I know. You had to get a COVID test again. Oh, no. I'm coming down now. There's poor old Carrie jumping in. Chloe, hello, sweetheart. How are you? It's great seeing the names coming up. I love it. Absolutely love it. And it's nice that it's the same people and we're getting to know each other and everybody's getting pally and... Oh, bless Sinead. I have to say, it's the panic when I'm trying to set it all up, because obviously I'm not the best with technology and I'm waiting on a new camera, which seems to be out of stock forever. Anyway, that's beside the point. And I'm trying to get it all up. And like today, I only got the reminder up, I think at 8:30. About 8:20. I was in a panic. And Kerry's trying to cook dinner because we actually went for a drive. Where did we go for? Oh, we went up to Skerries. That's where we went for a drive. I was really browned off today. Do you know when you wake up and you're just angry, annoyed with the world because you woke up? So, not that I'm angry that I woke up, but I woke up angry. That's what I should say. Oh, no. But, so Kerry said to me, right, Mum, come on, let's go for a bit of a drive. So that's what we did. We went for about an hour and a half drive and we just played music and just sang and sung my little heart out. You know when you just need that, you just... So, yeah. So, Peggy's poorly. She was at the doctor's with her thyroid. She's not here at the moment, Sinead. Kerry's actually, she's coming down now. She, as I said, we were just late coming in and she put on the dinner. I went to bits and it was just, it was crazy. So she's running around upstairs. She's back in work tomorrow. Sorry. So she's trying to get that. She had to put on a wash and her scrubs have to be washed. But to get them washed, we have to take everything out of the washing machine because they have to be done at 90 degrees, 95 degrees, obviously to make sure all the bacteria is killed off and the Rona. And yeah, so that's what she's just running around like a headless chicken. But she sent a message there that she's coming down. So I'm just reading to see what's happening. Oh, Siobhan, I know, poor Siobhan. They still don't poke the brain, just poke the hair. Yeah. You're feeling a bit better now. Well, that's good. So I hope, Sinead, you don't mind me saying this, but Sinead is moving into a new place on Monday. So best of luck with that, Sinead. It's just another chapter on your life. It's just, and I wish you every happiness and growth with it, and just you and your beautiful daughter. I hope you just, enjoy it. And I know you'd be moving on from there, but just, I'm so proud of you. It's just, you're taking so many steps, and it's lovely to see. Actually, Sinead's daughter sang Carrie over her singing Happy Birthday. And it was actually funny because Carrie was like, oh my God, that's beautiful. My son listened to it. He was like, oh, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard. I'm going, okay. Well, it was lovely. It was just brilliant. So that mine. Do you want to come in and say hello to everybody? I'm just going to stand up for a quick sec.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yoo-hoo! I'm back.
Hello, everybody.
You took my seat. Okay.
I took your seat.
Just scooch over here.
Ooh, it's very smooth.
Isn't it? It flings all over the... So squish your finger.
Yeah, my middle finger.
I'm back. The bitch is back.
By popular demand, no less.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
a flex.
Anyway, so Carrie, have you any news from this week?
I booked my theory test. So I'm going to be going vroom, vroom.
Let's speak up.
I booked my theory.
No, the only reason I'm saying that is when I'm editing back, you actually talk quite low.
Oh. Well, I booked my theory test for the 12th of August because that was the earliest they had in Drogheda.
Yeah.
Was August. So I've booked it for then. I've been doing actually quite well on the app because the app is really, really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do like a randomized selection, which is like they pull random questions from a random category. Sometimes it's 2, 3, and they quiz you on them. And then you can try the official style test, and I've passed every single one so far. So I've gotten no less than 37.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of rocking on that one.
Yeah.
Some fella in a taxi, one of the taxi drivers used to be a driving instructor, and he gave me the advice of do the app as much as you can, complete all the categories. Then when you start to do your practice exam, you need to be hitting pass every time, and that's how you know you're ready for your theory test, because you shouldn't be failing randomly. You should be hitting it pass every single time. He's like, ideally you want to be hitting 40 out of 40, but he's like, you know.
Yeah, well, hi Mom. Yeah, so once she passes the theory test, I think she has to do 12 lessons. So once she's doing her lessons, I'm going to get her, I think, insured on mine.
Yes. Apparently, is Aviva insurance? They pay for.
No, they've just come up. Yeah, you can get that where they put a thing on the car, and if your measures how you drive and stuff, and it deducts, you can.
No. This is something that covers your classes. I think it's with Aviva, because Aviva came into our secondary school and was like.
Sarah said, if you're looking for insurance, do 1, 2, 3 go box. I don't know what a go. What's a go box? I never heard of a go box. I don't know what a go box is. Do you know what a go box is? Okay, Carrie, you're going to drive me insane. Do you want to tell them about your new man?
So Siobhan asked me about the new boo.
New boo.
So I went for coffee. First of all, incredibly tall. A lot taller. I didn't even hit his shoulder.
Like, you didn't hit him?
I didn't hit his shoulder. Like, I wasn't even up to his shoulder. Height-wise. And then when I had my hand in a fist, because we were like, he said to me, how small exactly is your hands? I put my hand into a fist, and his whole entire hand encasted my hand. I must make man feel very proud.
I don't know.
It must be a small hand thing. I have my
monitor speeds, kilometers, cheap until. Okay, right. Okay, well, we'll look into that then. We will look into that. See what Sarah said there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went for coffee. Completely burnt the roof. and my entire tongue of my mouth, in its entirety, to the point where we had to go to Dunn's and find the first aid man, because my tongue was actually sticking to the roof of my mouth, like it was that burnt.
Only you.
Oh, but when I was standing in line, right, so he was like, let's go grab coffee. So we went to go into the coffee shop, and the woman behind me, God bless this woman, was complimenting me the entire time. Just made me look so good.
But that's what you want.
It was just a random person. Like, I didn't set this up. And he's like, no, I believe you. And I was like, I don't even believe me.
Yeah.
Like,
Grandma's saying she loves your hair colour.
Yes, it's now fully dyed. I have to get into the shower tonight.
Yeah, you've got work tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't know about you.
So, okay, can we get back to your man thing?
Right.
Are you meeting him again?
Yes.
Yes.
Full stop.
Okay.
I cannot disclose because Grandma is on.
But you're meeting him. You're meeting again.
Yeah.
With him. Don't have coffee.
No, he asked me if I was working one of the days next week, and I said yeah. And he's like, "Oh well, can I drive up and bring you up lunch?" He's from He lives in Ashburn, by the way, but he wanted to drive up and bring you up lunch.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet. It is sweet.
And it's really endearing.
I can't,
But like, I don't know if anyone else does this. You know, when someone's like, "Oh, let's do whatever," and you're like trying to pick up very subtle body language. One thing I noticed, his car was incredibly clean, like valet clean. No, like I mean, like it was hoovered. Type
Okay.
And
maybe he had a dead body in it before. Just saying. Has to go get me vape.
Thanks, man. So yeah, it was good though. He dropped me home, which was good. Let's see. Yeah, no, he dropped me home. He actually dropped me off to the front door. Very nice of him as well. Yeah. Get smoothie for goodness sake. What is his age?
Oh,
grandmother. That's Grandma.
Who? Well,
Grandma asked me how old he is.
Look, age is a number.
Yes, he has a job. He has his own car, his own apartment, and he's.
You can tell.
He's 27.
He's 6 years.
He'll be
5 years older than you.
No, he's not. He'll be 28 in July.
It's okay. There was 5 years between me and your dad. Be fine.
What an example that was.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Does
he have a job? Yes, he has a job. He's a very good job, actually, in fairness. Have to watch out for our Carrie.
I genuinely believe, like, you know, like it's okay saying like, oh, you know, like you'll go out for coffee, whatever. My literal thoughts throughout the entire thing was, I need to be able to communicate in case I got kidnapped. I need to be able to like have a phone and all this.
Oh my God, she hung me out to dry. She hung me out to dry.
I didn't hang you out to dry because it technically wasn't a lie.
She did, right? Shall I tell them, right? She says to me, "Ma'am, obviously, you know, she's going to meet someone." She says to me, "I'm going to leave my location on Snapchat. I need you to text me every hour and I'll answer it and you'll see my location. So if anything happens,
keeps it updated.
Keeps it updated." So that was grand. So every hour I text her and go, "Everything okay? Hope you're enjoying yourself." Whatever, just something small, just so her location would update. She comes home and she went, "He thinks you're a helicopter mum."
No, he didn't.
That's what you said.
No, and that's not what I said either.
You did. You said helicopter.
I told him we were kind of a T-Rex.
A T-Rex?
Right? I just said that she's very protective and, you know, things need to stay in line. Like, you know, if my mother says no to something, the likelihood of it going forward is very, you're not strict, but it's like, if you say to me, "Carrie, I really don't want you going down to his house," there's no way in hell I'm going down to his house. If you said to me, "Carrie, don't get into his car," like how I'm getting into the car. That type of way. So in his car, he grabbed my hands, looked at me and went, "I think it's time we took you home." I was like, okay. And like, bearing in mind, I felt like I was a child being brought home from a play date. He was like, you know, I don't think your mother would appreciate it if I kept you out any longer. I'm like, it's 5:30 in the evening.
No, and I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't be. She'll tell you herself. I'm not strict. I'm not. But there's things, people. If you come to my house, there's simple things I expect. I expect you to have respect in my house. I expect you to have manners, and I expect you to treat my house and my daughter especially with fucking manners. And unfortunately, the last
2 years.
person we fell out over manners, and I'm sorry. There's no coming back. You haven't got manners. You're rude,
Yeah.
you're insulting. I'm sorry, there's just no comeback from that.
He dropped me straight to the door.
He did, this poor chap. I did see, I was sitting here at the desk, and the window at the front of the house faced out onto the road. And I saw a car pull up, and of course I shouted up to Carl and went, because he sleeps, his bedroom's at the front of the house. So I said, "Here, Carl, who's that car after pulling up outside?" So he pulls up his curtain. I thought the poor chap would think all we're doing is fucking spying on him. Like, it has to be done.
Yeah.
Oh, he asked her why she kept going on Snapchat, and she said, "My mother wants me to check in."
No, right. First of all, he asked me if I snuck out of a bathroom window. I said, I can't sneak out of a window in any of these bathrooms. They're in a basement. And our basements don't have windows. Whole nother story. But Mum sent me a text going, "Where the fuck are you?" Like,
No,
what are you doing?
hang on. Her location moved because beside the shopping centre where they were meeting for coffee, there's a big estate, and it's all flats and houses and duplexes and everything.
Do you know how many subsections of that estate there is?
No.
Something like 36.
Yeah, it's
huge.
Massive. And all of a sudden, her location popped up as the middle of a apartment complex, I think it was. And of course, I texted her straight and went, "What the hell are you doing in a house? You don't know this guy. Why are you in a house?"
I then promptly sent her the most unattractive photo of me in a bathroom stall, being like, "I'm in a shopping centre."
Yeah, well, I panicked for a minute because I thought, he has a car, he has you, and I can't afford to pay the ransom. So you were fucked. I don't
think he could afford to pay the ransom either.
That's all. Oh, Grandma, enjoy his company. Yeah, that's it, Mum.
Oh, Chloe asked me, how tall is he? He's 6'2". And he's tall. He's from New York, so he also played quarter. But I actually didn't understand what he was really saying. It's a position in football, right? So he's like, "Oh, I played some whatever position it was," and I was like,
"Hi, Laura." Laura is just a recent subscriber, so if everybody says hi to Laura, welcome to the madness. Yeah, I couldn't pay a ransom. Any of my kids get kidnapped, they're fucked. Can't pay a ransom.
Yeah, he's really tall, but
like, same as Chloe's boyfriend.
Yeah, but I'm only 5'5".
Yeah, she's tiny.
So, so like, it was really weird. It was like cranking the neck. My accent actually started to hurt after a while. Like, the back of my neck was sore.
Oh,
I had to look up so much.
Poor Boo. Looking up to people. Poor Boo. But yeah, so that's how it all went. So it was good, and you were happy enough. And he, like, in fairness, I'm going to say, when she's working, he doesn't, he's respectful of that.
Like, he'll text me, but like, he's working as well.
Yeah, which is nice.
Like, so his hours do overlap with mine.
Yeah.
But the difference is at the end, like, when he finishes, I'm still working 4 or 5 hours onwards. So I don't really get a chance to like actually like speak that much. And it's hard because you're kind of sitting there just going,
yeah,
like, and then my
Sinead's only 5'2".
Jesus.
How old's Haley? Haley's only 5'2", 5'3".
Haley's 5'4". Haley's 5'4" because I'm 5'5". She's 1 inch shorter than me, exactly.
Siobhan's 5'3". Laura's 5'8". You're a good size, Laura. I'm 5'7".
Me and Haley kind of knew we were going to be short because we never got taller than my mum.
Yeah. Sorry, Laura, when you put that up, I had to, in my head is going, do the math. I'm trying to do the math. So he's 9 years older than you. 9 years? Am I doing the math right?
Yes.
Yeah, roughly. Anyway, age is the number. I don't care. And men don't mature as quick as women.
He's actually doing his master's.
You're so small, Sinead.
He's doing his master's through his company that he works for here.
Oh yeah.
So he did his undergraduate in Ireland, and then he finished off his undergraduate in Ireland. There was something wacky because he had to sit the leaving cert.
Yeah.
So something happened.
He's 5 foot.
I think we just call ourselves the short, shouty group.
But I'm 5'7", Laura's 5'8".
Height is but a number.
So is age. Everything's just irrelevant. Yeah, he is. Yeah, Laura, it's not, what the time is it? 9:20. My brain doesn't do math. I'm 90 at heart.
But he was telling me something really weird. In like the last 2 years of his undergraduate, he did in Ireland, but they had to make him sit his
leaving cert.
And then he got here and then he did it. And I was trying, when you're trying to work out in your head how long someone has been here, and he told me how long he's been here, but I think I've worked it out.
Okay, but it doesn't matter.
I think there's something you want to say,
Good things come in small packages. My mother always said that.
No, he's not. He's not Irish.
He is American.
He's from Queens.
But we won't hold that against him. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
There is something funny quite happens is I said to him, have you ever been to the Famine Museum? Right? This person. But like I feel like when you call anyone, like if you go that fucker, you don't actually mean that. You actually
it's affectionate. It is affectionate. We know what you mean, Carrie.
Yeah. So
we're just all here for the
Queens,
juicy
New York,
details,
right?
darling.
And then he was like, "Have you ever been to New York?" And I was like, "Yeah, like I was up in Manhattan." And he was like, "Oh, right, because I'm from Manhattan Island." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And he goes, "Have you been to Queens?" And I was like, "I don't think so." And he was like, "No." He goes, "I know you have." And I said, "You can't know I've been to Queens." I don't know if I've been to Queens. And he's like, "No, have you been to JFK Airport? That's in Queens."
Oh, bless. Laurie, you should have piped up sooner. Your boyfriend's from Boston? I hear that.
I actually do have a voice recording.
Yeah, we're
not playing it, but like, yeah, very New York,
very New York, and very deep.
Very, very New York.
Very New York, yeah.
Very, very, very New York.
Jean, you made it, sweetheart. How did you get on with the doctor? Sorry, Carrie. How did you get on with the doctor on Monday? You were going back for your checkup.
What are you talking about?
I don't know why I'm tapping your hands. I'm holding your hands. You got on good, did you, love? Carrie, you'll be a New York housewife.
Do you know what I found out? He's 11 siblings, and he is the second shortest out of his brothers. One of his brothers is 6'8".
Okay, I guess you won't be arguing with that family. Jean, you lost 22 pounds. Well, I don't know if you were trying to lose weight. If you were, congratulations. If you weren't, I hope you're okay. I know, Jean, you're from Long Island. Is it Long Island?
Yeah, Long
Island, yeah.
If not, I can always text.
Do you know where? Like,
he's from Queens.
I know he's from Queens.
Manhattan Island.
Stratford Island, yeah. Yeah, no, it's. I mean, I'm still talking to 2 or 3 people, but just talking. I mean, they do me head in. Even Carrie's be laughing at me.
Oh, they're so funny, and you'd think at that age they'd stop.
No, they're just assholes.
Keep going.
Like, they're funny assholes because they think you were born like yesterday. Like, they come out with stuff and I'm going, you're not talking to a 20-year-old. Shut up. I mean, there's one fella, he's a farmer that I'm talking to. He's quite funny. Well, no, he's quite funny. But seriously, I'm from Tala. I know nothing about cows. And he's not a dairy farmer, he's a beef farmer. And then he does tillage. And I was going, oh, okay. Hadn't a clue, I had to Google it.
Sarah.
Oh, do you know what, Sarah? I actually don't care at this stage. I'm just happy with me and my life. And I'm trotting on like 2 farmers. Mary has 2 farmers down in Ballina. Do you know what, Mary? Over the summer, me and you, we'll head out. We'll double date. We'll get John to play taxi man.
Yeah, get in with the farmers and get rid of the milkman.
No, my milk. No, I like my milkman. His wife Mary. He's a wife called Mary. She's from Cork.
Sure.
He's gorgeous. He's like not gorgeous. He's a lovely person.
You know what I never understood about Cork? You go to West Cork, right, and it is stunning. But did somebody just tighten their vocal cords? Like they go, and it's like 8 octaves higher than the rest of the country. Like it's insane. Oh, we bought them out big here out in West Cork.
Hi, Chris. Do you have specific items you buy at specific shops? We watch your weekly videos. We try to see where's the best to buy stuff. Yeah, Chris. What I tend to do is if I know I am... No, you're fine, Chris. Don't worry about it. It gets them off talking about my date, and so I'm happy. Yeah, if I know I'm going out to buy something that's name brand. So we say I want to go out and I want to buy Coke, or I want to go out and buy... I'm trying to think, what do we normally buy that's name brand?
Very little.
Very little, but there'll be specific things. Usually Coke, maybe washing up powder, I buy name brand, dishwasher towels, anything like that. I would always look up Tesco's and Dunn's website and see if there's special offers on. If there's special offers on, I look at the price. Then there's also choices, and I would go and have a look there. They usually do maybe toilet rolls where it's it could be 2 16 packs for €20 or so. I can't remember the deals now off the top of my head. But yeah, in general, I would. If it's just a weekly shop, as in nothing, I don't need anything very specific. I usually try and stick to Lidl and Aldi. Unless I have vouchers, then I will go where the vouchers are. But if I'm going Dunn's and Tesco's, it does tend to be the smaller shops that I have to do. Like tonight, this week, all we want is drinks and salady stuff. Yeah, lunches, bits, snap. So yeah, go to Dunn's or to Lidl's or Aldi for that. But for specific stuff that I know is a name, or if they have, I will always go into Tesco's anyway and look at their special offers online, because there could be it might be things like real butter is reduced down. We always use real butter. And I will go up and I'll grab that, but I will literally go in and try and stick to the list. Where Aldi and Lidl, there's a bit more wiggle room because they are cheaper. So if I'm just buying stuff, that's where I would go. I hope that makes sense. That's what I tend to do. Toilet bowl food.
If she speaks to men, how she does with all of us. If she was just a bit more relaxed. She's just very stingent.
I have not flirted with a man since you're old. I'm not friends, 19.
I think we should put her on a course. Something to like make her understand. Like it's even in body language. And there's always a bit of like psychology involved. But like if you can pick up someone's body language, like if someone's touching you on the shoulder, like what that means is that where on their back they're touching you, that has like significance as well. Oh, I'll have to try that, Sinead. Yeah. I know raspberry tea is meant to be very good. I got my tea, ladies and gentlemen. I think Hayley drinks chamomile and something tea, and it's like to help with bloating, and it makes you look, I guess, meant to help your digestive tract or something. Yeah, but I'm wondering if hi Sharon, I think if we put her onto a course, how to flirt course, she'd be doing well. I think that would be the best idea, because I feel like she needs a bit of instruction, where it just comes naturally to me. I am naturally flirty. Naturally flirty is a bit strong. I just find it easy. to flirt. One of my friends went out, and she was like, "Oh, we don't have any we don't have any money," and I was like, "Just propose to me," and she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Propose to me." We got like a free round of beers. Hi, Mom. Oh, I fucked up.
Why?
We've all agreed you're going on to a training course.
Training course for what? What have you all agreed on? Oh, I have to read.
No, you don't.
Rose hip apple sounds quite nice. What?
Hang on, you're missing a little bit.
Okay. Well, give me the overview.
So, I was asked for some tea, for some juice.
So
I told him you can't flirt. She
right.
can't.
Okay.
Right? So then we all agreed. Right? Hang on. Then we kind of had to talk about spicy food. Like, it doesn't, like, I can eat it.
Yeah,
but
your
I will
tummy
be in
doesn't like
physically.
it. Yeah.
I would be in physical
Your
pain.
tummy
I get
doesn't like
pain
it.
from my stomach into my back. Anyway, so then we were saying that, you know, like, well, I was saying that I'm just reading what people were replying with.
Okay.
That so then Siobhan asked something about apple rosehip tea. Rosehip apple tea, there we go.
Is that not for neighbour?
No, that's
tea?
raspberry leaf tea.
Okay.
Anyway, so then we all kind of agreed that you need to be a little bit more relaxed when you're speaking to men.
Right, can I just say, I met my ex-husband when I was 19. 20, I was 20. Yeah, I would have been fine. And then I'm 20 odd years with him in my ear. And you just, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, number one, I've trust issues. I don't trust men. And they come out with statements and I just call bullshit and they go, okay, well, fuck you. And I just go, well, fuck you too. That's all. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And I'll be honest with you,
Sharon joined, by the way.
Oh, hello, Sharon. Do you know who we haven't seen in a while?
Who?
Sorry. Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't seen Charlotte in a while. I know. Anyway.
Okay.
Sidetracked. But
Grandma said I was to leave you.
Leave me
alone.
alone.
What happened at Dublin Zoo, Sarah? I heard it open like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and a lot of people, like, I know Tato Park, there's little zoo was opened. Well, what was so bad? And then I drink green tea and diluted with juice. It doesn't taste like green tea. Has anyone tried the kombucha? Kombucha? It's like, it's green tea. It's like fermented.
Kombucha.
We did, but
I'll tell you where I got it. I got it in Aldi. Aldi sell it.
Apparently, I haven't seen you in action.
Just come here for a sec.
The only time I've seen you in action has been really never.
No. I was telling everybody about your award with Loud. Could you bring me down the trophy? Do you have the trophy upstairs? Yeah, we just bring it down. I'll show it to them. I thought Donald had it, but they're all saying congratulations. You do.
Anyway, the queues were so long, packed. I'd say so. Like, so many people went the first
I have to say, I was sorely tempted to go myself, but I knew we just love the mug. I'm one fart away from a poo.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why she can't get a fellow.
Right, okay. I'm actually going. I'm meeting somebody for coffee tomorrow.
Yes. I forgot. Don't come for me.
I'm meeting someone tomorrow for coffee, and he's as bashful as I am, I think.
And I don't. And
it says, I'm one fart away from a poo.
Yes, the male
That's
genitalia.
my mug.
That's your mug. It is your mug. Sorry, Carl's just brought down his. This is the big statue we got. All engraved. So it's heavy. It's like a doorstop.
I haven't felt it.
It's actually heavy for what it is.
Heavy. I think it's more this, but that's
I don't know.
That's solid wood.
Heavy. Oh, we have to give it back. You want it back? In case we drop it.
That's Christ, wasn't right?
And there's Susan. Yeah, no, I don't think this will go very far. The reason is because only one of you is moving.
What?
With your date.
Only one of us is moving.
You're the only one moving on.
I'm confused.
Right. So the fella she's meeting up with.
Oh yeah, he's only been separated. Sorry, yeah, sorry, I didn't know what you meant. Go on, you tell them.
So he's only separated.
He's separated a year and a half.
He's a baba. He has a baba.
Yeah.
And he's not so much over his ex.
I don't think he's
which
over
means
his ex.
mum isn't going to get under him. If he ain't over, she ain't under.
I know what to say to that.
I didn't think that would come out so bluntly.
Chloe, we're not actually sure what the design is meant to be. I think it's meant to be a face.
I think it's meant to be Tinky Winky.
No, I don't know what it's
from
meant to be.
the Teletubbies.
But sure, look, I'll go up and meet him for. I mean, to be honest with you, we've been chatting on text and thing, and he's fine. I mean, he's fine. And we get on fine. But just from talking to him, I don't feel he's ready. He's
as
over
in,
sex. As in
his.
How old is it? I actually don't know.
His baba is
42. Yeah, his baby's on.
It's 2. A baba. You know?
Yeah, his baby's tiny.
She said words to me, Grandma.
But
I am just saying.
Yeah, no, he seems a nice guy, and he's actually the type of person I could imagine myself being really good friends with. Because we chat so easy.
And once again, you proved to me you neglect yourself.
Why am I neglecting myself?
You are a human being. You have sexual needs that need to be met. I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ. So it is complicated. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to. I mean, if you know. No, he's.
Exactly. So if he needs to go over, she needs to go under.
He's a nice guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. He is a nice guy. And that's the impression I get. Now, his partner could have been the biggest bitch and cheated on him and he's just done. Like, I don't know. I didn't ask. I don't want to know.
We know there are toys. But does it compare? Mon frere? No. No. And the reason is you want both at the same time. So you need someone who's going to like...
Right, okay, your grandmother's listening to this.
Spice it up. There we go. Whoa. Save that one. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of like saying to her, like, she chose 5 o'clock specifically. Why? Because I have to be in work. I'm not.
You.
I can get a taxi, guys. I can bring a camera, right? And we'll just film the date in secret. Yes. And I'll disguise myself as a man. Won't be that hard. But I'll disguise myself as a man. And then I'll sit in a random location and I'll just film them silently. And then if he goes to do something to my mommy, I come out with a bat with a nail in it.
Do something.
Something is better than nothing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A life-size man doll. Now see, Sarah's thinking. She's in the year 3000. And we sit here in 2000 going,
Anyway, but look, I'm gonna meet him for coffee. Gonna see how it goes. I mean, I'm not going to I still have 3 little brats attached to me. So
I did offer to know. What did you say? Oh no. Actually, in fairness,
I'm looking forward. It'd be nice to have a bit of company that isn't just her.
Hello.
This bloody lockdown thing.
Mort. No, Mort.
Hey, Julian, I love your feet.
Shut up. Oh. So there's like the thing on Netflix that I've just been doing recently, which is like to get wind down for bed. I just watch random kid shows, right? And the one that comes up though is a spin-off from Madagascar. It follows King Julian.
Chloe, maybe it's a good way of testing myself whether I'm ready to move on.
Actually,
maybe I just, you know.
Maybe we should wire her.
Shut up!
Just saying. I'll have to give you some like pepper spray or something.
For what?
For men.
I'm paying
Men are
cost of
nasty.
coffee.
Just make sure to get it extra hot, so if you need to throw it.
Oh my God. Who's the mother here?
Me, in this case.
No, my mother's on there.
Your grandma's in Norway.
Oh!
I know what I'll do. I will wire you, and then I'll call Grandma and be like, Grandma, she hasn't fed us yet. Hang up the phone.
They used to do that all the time when we used to go down to Galway to Mum.
She doesn't feed us, Grandma.
Come and say, like, what did you have for dinner yesterday? I don't know.
Well, we wouldn't
Mom
know.
doesn't feed us.
Carl would be the worst for it, but I'll just pick up the phone. Grandma go, hello. Go. You do not need to know who this is. You do not need to know the purpose of this call. But Grandma, she hasn't fed us today. Hang down the phone.
Chloe, it'll be fine. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going out and just have an adult conversation that isn't with an 18, you're not 18, a 22-year-old.
A bit weird. Not very rude.
It's not really. You sulking?
No, we're reading what you wanted.
Do a live on YouTube that you don't.
What you don't do. Now, see what she's wearing over there? No. See the hair? No. You see the drink? No, you don't even want coffee. You don't even want coffee.
Then she gets upset because I arrange stuff when she's in work. I'm not around.
If I need to get a taxi at a moment's notice, I need to be able to leave. Work never let me do anything. I said to them, I have a vaccine appointment on the 19th. I have to work now the 19th and the 20th. I was like, who was in charge of that?
Anyway, we digress. Vlog on the go. Yeah.
Just see me running around after them going, they're going to the Tesco's.
Fucking, you're a nut job. Oh my God.
She's hurt. I'm going into the bathroom
after the blow.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Ish.
It'll be fine. He's a farmer. What could go wrong?
If you would care to read up into the comments, they said he's wild in bed because he's a farmer. And you'll have a ball. And then Sinead said, a ball indeed.
Oh my God. Can't leave you for 2 minutes.
I'm just saying, if I have to go down, y'all are coming with me. So dating during COVID, I wouldn't know what the difference is.
What?
I wouldn't know the difference
between
dating before COVID and dating now.
I wouldn't either.
There's very little, like, other than...
I feel like
because I work in healthcare, I can nearly always verify I'm COVID negative, right? This fella is definitely COVID negative. And the reason is he only just yesterday or today was the first time he's been back in the office since last March. He has never gone into the office, even when the restrictions were lifted.
Yeah.
So he actually hasn't gone out.
Yeah, I would know. I actually feel, and I'm going, this is God's honest truth. I actually feel like I'm 19 and starting dating. That's how I feel, because I was with your man for so long. I actually feel like I'm back being, like, even talking to the kids about different things. I am so, I wouldn't say innocent, but I'm so under the fucking rock. I'm like...
It's not so, like, okay, so it has changed, because in the 2 years that I was off them, a lot has changed. Like, when I was, like, 18, 19, if you were on any dating site, you were there to hook up. Full stop. There was no dating.
I had to get Carrie. Carrie, what did I have to get you, right? This is true as God. The last time I went on dates, I was 20. I'm 44 now. I mean, I haven't a clue. And I know that. And that sort of, in a way, scares the shit out of me. And then I have these gobshites speaking shite. And I'm just like, shut up. Leave me alone. I just...
And hence we have our problem, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'll be honest, I am scared because I haven't a clue.
No, it has genuinely changed. Like, dating apps and everything when I was younger used to be so unregulated. You could send anything and everything, and God Almighty did not matter what you sent. Now it is so strict. They look at the activity on your account. Have your account been active in less than, like, now they push reminders for you to go onto the damn thing.
Yeah.
So,
and Siobhan, it's not so much that they're coming out with stuff and you're just sitting there going, okay, that'll work on a 20-year-old. Like, I've been around the fucking block. Shut up. You know? I do know what I want, and I know, more importantly, what I don't want. I do have trust issues. I'm going to be honest with you.
Abandonment issues.
No, I have trust issues when it comes to men and talking crap. And yeah, I probably am an overthinker. I'm probably just there.
Yeah, I mean, I think like if I go out for coffee, I didn't once pull out my purse, ever, at any point. The last fellow I was with, if I didn't pull out my purse, it meant we were getting nothing.
Yeah.
So it is different, and I feel like it's down on the person as well. You can have some people that are just great. You can have others that just aren't. You know,
that's it, ma'am. And they're coming out and they're like, oh, this, and you're like, oh, shut up. Just fucking shut up. You were actually all right because you opened your fucking mouth.
I feel like, though, as well, because you're like, say if you're talking to someone and they're in Galway or they're in Donegal or whatever, they tend to be a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Not cautious, like the opposite of cautious, a bit like riskier with what they're saying, because the chance of running into you are less.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I'm thinking of it tomorrow, Chloe. He is a nice guy. We're chatting, we're fine. Yeah.
What was Saturday?
Friday.
Oh, chic.
Yeah, I know, I only told you an hour ago, 2 hours ago. But that's it. He genuine's a nice guy. He's the type of guy I could see myself sitting down chatting with. If nothing else happened. Do you know what I'm like? I'm not putting that expectation that something's going to happen. If he just genuine's a nice guy, I'm actually looking forward to just going and having a chat.
I always go with the intention of nothing will happen, but then always something does happen.
Yeah, that's it, Chloe. I'm very wise. You're a very wise woman. He might drive the tractor down. If he turns up with a tractor, I'm gone. I'm telling you now, if I see a tractor, I'm gone. Could you imagine turning up in a tractor? Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's it, Siobhan. It's just going to be, I mean, yeah, if I walk away and it's just like, yeah, do you know what? No. You know, but so far, like, as I said, all we've done is chat. And we get on very well, you know, that way, like, chatting away, like. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I have no expectations. As I said, if it's a coffee and a chat, that's a coffee and a chat. And I'm happy that I've actually spoke to someone that isn't my kids. Oh. That's why I like coming on here on a Thursday, because getting to chat to everybody that isn't my kids.
Mm-hmm. No expectations is high expectations.
Well, if you don't have any expectations, you can't be disappointed in your expectations then, can you? How do you make it? Oh, lads, stop.
I don't know. I think he might scrub up for it. You know, get the brush and go underneath his nails and all. Behind the ears.
Oh, my God. Lads, I was fine. Now you've had me stressing. Oh, my God. Oh, sorry, Grania's on here. I know she's not in the chat, but Grania's on here. Grania's actually giving up cigarettes starting today or tomorrow. Today, I think. She's going to try. She's been smoking since she's 16, so she's going to try and give them up. So the very best of luck, Grania. It's not easy. Not to sound like a counsellor, but have you ever spoken to anyone about your problems? It might help with your trust issues. I have. I spoke to,
Me a lot.
yeah, but not about issues, but yeah, I have, and they were very
Finding a therapist is like trying to find a shoe, right?
I found a good one out in Termafeckin actually, and I went out to her and I did about 10, and I got gifted the first. This is how bad it was. I got gifted the first 2 sessions.
Lottie's here.
No flipping way.
Can't say fucking.
I said flipping. Lottie, we're only talking about you earlier on, saying you'd gone on AWOL on us. Plenty of road frontage. I don't know. Ask me weird questions. But yeah, no, I did, and yeah, that's all I can say. Yeah, I can function.
Oh, I have some interesting facts, right? So
GAA is back.
Speaking of things being lifted, my residents can now leave the residential care facility for an indefinite amount of time if wished.
Huh.
So if if you had a resident in our nursing home and you're like, I really want to take Mammy home for dinner, you can take her home for dinner. Problem is now is if something happens, such as someone turns up that's not supposed to be there, if a gang of people arrive, you have now put the whole nursing home under risk of another COVID outbreak. So I don't understand.
Are they going to do it though, where you can only go home if the people in the house have been vaccinated now?
No, none of them have. And we know that for a fact.
Oh,
because you haven't been vaccinated. Most of them are only your age, maybe slightly older.
Yeah.
So, we know they haven't been vaccinated, but they've decided to let them now leave the premises, which, I mean, some of them want to, as in, they want to go to the graveyard, they want to go out for a walk with their dog that they have, which is fine. If you're keeping someone in the house and then a lot of people turn up, you have a problem. Because now the whole nursing home is under risk of the COVID outbreak. And I'm not doing the full PPE again. I will personally strangle them with my own hands.
Okay, guys, can we move off delivering calves, please?
Is it really a good idea sending oldies out into the world? No. All of our residents have been vaccinated, but I don't understand how this is a go, because granted,
Chloe, she never said you were unlovable.
I think therapists need therapy.
Some therapists are bad. I actually went to a really good. It was actually a girl I knew. It was her sister, and she's really, really sought after. And I got, as I said, gifted the first 2 sessions, and she was amazing. She was actually really good. And one of the things she was doing to me was when compliments and stuff. When this is one gentleman I'm talking to, don't call him a gentleman. One thing I'm talking to, and he just makes me giggle. He just makes me giggle.
You have to remind you that phones weren't an option at the dinner table.
Well, someone sends you a text and you just laugh, right? But he would be very complimentary. And where before I'd be like, oh, shut up, da da da. She was actually like, the next time you've got to just turn around and go, thank you, full stop. And I struggle even with that, But Chloe, you're definitely not unlovable, but
I remember I saw a psychotherapist when I was in college in Blackrock. I saw a psychotherapist after Granddad had died and
Dad had left.
And it was a weird experience. You ever been to a psychotherapist?
Yes, she is a psychotherapist when I know her.
Okay. Well, they're a bit weird, Harry. So we realized I had an emotional blockage, and then I don't let myself be angry when I should be angry, so now I'm in a perpetual state of rage. She said, just be angry. After a while, after talking to her, she's like, just let yourself be angry. You're allowed to be angry. Actually, but now I am quite aggressive. That's not
but you're quite expressive. Yeah.
Anyway, now, but it took a while.
It was actually funny because the first session I went to with this lady, we sat down. She was like, "Okay, tell me the story." So she's like, "What happened? went back over things and obviously blah, blah. But I told her about my dad dying, my husband leaving, all this. And I was saying, like, I felt a sense of duty then to my mother being an only child. I also felt that I had to get the kids through their grief, and with their father leaving because he couldn't handle his own grief. And all the one question she said to me, and it was the first time I'd cried since my husband left and my dad died. She said to me, and who looks after you? And that just was me. Because I think as the parent, as the adult, as the mummy in the house, I was making sure the kids got looked after for their grief. Mum was doing okay. Everybody was doing okay. And she just said, and who looks after you? And I thought, oh, holy shit. Floodgates opened and I couldn't stop for days. But
the psychotherapist I went to, she was actually quite good. She taught psychology. That was what she was doing in Blackrock. She taught in DCU or UCD, and then she was doing active counselling then in Blackrock. Oh no, I felt like I don't know about most people, but like I know in Ireland to become a counsellor you can't have a history of mental health.
Chloe, I actually want to get into my car and drive down and give you such a big hug.
And do you know what's
I'm actually, my heart's breaking for you, love. And I know you're happy and you're content, you're in your relationship.
It shouldn't have happened to begin
but
with.
It shouldn't have happened. And I just want to give you such a big hug, sweetheart. I actually Woo! Come here! Pink me lad.
But I just feel like, speaking of things, my psychotherapist's name was Odette.
Odette,
and she was lovely blonde hair. She actually looked like Princess Odette from the Swan Princess.
Yeah.
She was lovely.
You're a trooper, strong lady. Do you know what, Sarah? There's times I would. People say, like you just said to me, you're strong, you're this. I don't see myself as that. I see myself as just someone who survived it. I don't feel strong. There's times I want to lie in my bed. I want to cry. I don't want to get up. But then you have to get the kids to school. And I don't see myself as strong. I just see myself as surviving. And I have to sort of try and get my head around that. I
like to think of myself as Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad.
I don't know what to say to them.
I remember things that we did, but she was big into hypnosis though.
Who was?
The psychotherapist that I saw in Blackrock. She was really big into hypnosis. Anyway, even when I was doing psychology, when you learn about positive and negative conditioning, that was negative conditioning. That was trying to make you believe something negative through negative reinforcement. That's what that does.
Well, she wants to know, are you just mad with bad taste in men?
I am searching for my
Sarah has mild bipolar, always up and down. You just have, Sarah, you don't have a choice. Not that you don't, obviously, but you do. You know, as parents, as adults, we get up and we trudge, and Jesus Christ, it's bloody hard.
We're just giant adult toddlers when it comes to our mental health.
Yeah, you have to let yourself have bad days. I have often said to the kids here, was it the other day, I dropped you back up to work and I came home and I got into bed at 10 o'clock and I didn't get up till 3 and I wouldn't have got up, only I had to go up to school. And it was just one of those days. I just did not want to face the world. You just do what you have to do.
I don't like going into work.
I know, but it's just... But then there's other things that will happen, or the kids will go out... The kids, I mean, they're not kids. But they'll go out and they'll do something and, you know, they might come back, or you say, God, your kids love manners, or, you know, whatever. And then you sort of go, okay.
Speaking of psychology, Hayley said to me, can we do a psychological test? Because she says to me, I don't have thoughts. And I said, you have to have thoughts. Everyone has thoughts. We all think, we all do something. And he went, no, I don't. So I said, okay, we'll do the ink block test, which is the psychodynamic ink block test, which came up by not Sigmund Freud, the other fella, Erickson, which is you look at certain ink blots and
Oh, you made me do that.
I did it, and me and my mom came and it said, very healthy brain activity, because you look at different ink blots and you're meant to see different things. So if you would see an overly aggressive image such as an explosion or violence, it could indicate that have aggressive tendencies. Haley's came up and said narcissism and sociopathy. Mild, but it was there. Jesus. And then I said to her, like, okay, I was like, well, let's try and do a different one. So we did it, I think,
I don't drink either. I very seldom. Siobhan doesn't drink.
We did it about 3 or 4 times, and the result kept coming up that she had narcissistic tendencies. So I was a bit like, it is the psychodynamic approach, and it did kind of come from a very sexist and misogynistic man in the 1890s in Vienna.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take it as what it is. But yeah, that was
it is what it is.
It is what it is. But she literally said to me, "I do not think."
Yeah, she says, you know when you're eating dinner, Mum? And I was like, yeah, just. What you be doing? Well, I'll probably be thinking about who's going to put the loads of dishwasher or whose turn it is, so there's no
pile.
Fight. I don't do that, and I just eat my dinner. I have no thoughts. I thought, okay.
Like, she lives in a very silent world. Like, if you think about it, because everyone in their head.
She's also just turned 18. She's hormones all over the place.
That doesn't excuse your voice. Like, everyone has a voice in their head, and it's not always a voice. It could be an image. You might have an irate. You might have someone if you're going to make an egg. In your head, you can picture yourself doing it.
No.
Some people have someone who explains it to them, like, okay, I need to go and get the eggs. Okay, I need to turn on the pan. I need to put water in the pan. Like that. Haley doesn't have that.
She's fine.
That's slightly concerning to me.
No. You overthink, though. You're an overthinker.
Yeah.
Why?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Enough with all this. You two is a good servicing.
Okay. One of my counselors in school actually said to me, just do little things every day that make you happy.
Yeah. Do you know I do colouring.
So there's at least 20 voices in my head. Now, Siobhan, I think you need to be seen for that.
Siobhan, if I start listening to the voices in my head, they'll be yeah.
Oh, what do they say? No. Do you ever see there's a bit in a Suicide Squad where she goes, where Harley Quinn's breaking out and she goes, what was that? You want me to kill everybody and escape from here? And the guards are looking at her and she goes, just kidding. That's not what they actually said.
Actually, guys, watched a really good film, if any of us are interested in it. It was very like the John Wick. I think it was done by the same directors as the John Wick Chronicle things. But it was called Nobody. If you get a chance to watch it, it was meant to be coming out in cinemas, but then Carl downloaded it some way. Absolutely cracking film. It's called Nobody. Very, very good. If you're looking for anything to watch over the weekend, maybe. Can we just praise Irish ladies of the 40s, 50s, 10 kids and not a penny? Yeah. Amazing jobs. I've seen some of that where people in the world that don't have a voice in their head. I found it fascinating.
Yeah.
Because
when I was doing psychology, you're always taught everyone has a consciousness. Everybody has an auditory voice. Sometimes it's your own voice, sometimes it's a different voice. But everyone has an auditory voice in their head or a picturing, narrating for activities. So someone who doesn't have that makes me question how they do things. Like, how do you actively do something then?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
Without remorse. I haven't heard of that one. Anyone heard of that film? Without Remorse? Does anyone watch that Through Her Eyes? Is it Through Her Eyes?
I don't know.
That was meant to be very good.
There's some movie with Scarlett Johansson in it, and it's very good. Lucy? I think it's called.
Siobhan, they were a different breed of women.
They did what they had to do.
They really were a different breed.
I feel like now, if you had a kid and you didn't have enough bedrooms, it's a big problem.
Yeah.
You know?
It is. I mean, we give out about the kids, but we've made them what they are. I mean, the movie without. I haven't heard that. I know your dad was saying he'd watched, is it Behind Her Eyes? He said it was good.
Mm.
Yeah, Sarah's watched it. Bono's daughter's in it. Oh, I didn't know that. It's on Amazon Prime. We have on Amazon Prime here, I think. Yeah. Your dad put it on, gets it, and it's night.
Mm.
Oh, excuse me. So yeah, so that's what we're doing tomorrow. She's going to work. I'm going out for coffee. So Netflix too. I'll have to have a look. I'm actually getting back into. I went through a phase in the first lockdown watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Then
Now.
Then the second lockdown I didn't, and then at Christmas I just gave up altogether watching telly. I don't watch telly. But the other day we watched that Nobody film. Absolutely brilliant.
Mm.
And I'm sort of getting back into watching Netflix again.
I watched Tiger King.
Again?
No, I watched it the first lockdown.
Okay.
And that was weird. Like, the whole thing was just weird. And then the second one, or kind of like from that point on, I watched like Unsolved Mysteries and all that on Netflix. But
yeah, my ex said that it was great till the end. The last one, he said it was shit ending. He's weird ending.
Mrs. Brown, the movie, is on Netflix. I watch it every night before bed to remind myself of Dublin.
White Collar.
White Collar is very good as well.
I haven't seen that.
It's a con artist.
Oh, okay.
He starts with
okay.
Please.
Penny's. Yeah, that's going to be crazy when it all opens, isn't it? I heard they were going to do 24-hour trading in some stores. And yeah, they're doing the appointments now, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't understand that entirely.
You book a slot for an hour to go in, I think. I don't know how it works. Oh, Siobhan has a paper. God, Siobhan, I don't know the last time I heard someone saying they were reading a paper.
I remember I brought in the wrong paper to one of my residents, and oh, sweet mother of
I remember my dad used to send me to the shop for the paper. Didn't buy paper.
I had to reconnect Netflix. I'm the IT specialist now. Yeah, like there was lots of things that kept popping up on Netflix. What else did I watch? I watched Winx.
The Herald. Oh, she must know it's the Herald. What is it? Winx.
You don't remember Winx Club?
That's a cartoon.
Yeah, they now made it live action.
Oh, really?
It is disgusting.
There's 100 slots per hour, one person only per slot. Me, I go for the messages. I'd say to the kids, I'm running out for the messages, and the kids look at me and go, okay, Mom. They know what I mean because I've said it all the time. Like, but I had to be. Funny, the only time I really was aware that I was saying messages was on YouTube when people haven't a clue what I'm talking about, and I do have to say the food shopping or the grocery haul. Can't say messages. They could look at the word.
You know, Winx went up, and it was good. But then, like when you get to like
45 minutes. Mind you, if there was no one else really in the shop, Siobhan, I could do 45 minutes.
Yeah. Not me, though. I take forever shopping.
Yeah, the Sunday World. I remember I used to buy the Sunday Works. They had all the breaking stories of the ganglands and the prostitute rings, and they had all the juicy ones. Yes, you're right, Sarah. I actually, you know the way you can do that on Netflix? Can't you go into my list? I'm forever sticking stuff in there. I
have a series on Netflix. I haven't started watching it yet, but it's called When Calls the Heart. And it kind of looks like, it's about, I haven't seen it, but it's about a teacher that goes to a coal mining town and like all the drama that's around there.
I suppose maybe it's 100 people in the store. Because, I mean, if you think of the ones in Swords, they're 2-3 stories. That wouldn't be a whole lot of people. They'd have to have more than 100.
No. They wouldn't have that many in the Drogheda one because you couldn't.
You couldn't.
The one in Dundalk would be flooded.
Yeah, well, that's huge, though.
That's a huge one.
That's over 3 stories as well.
The 3 or 4 story one now in Dublin would be fucked as well.
Yeah. I bought the Irish Star. God, I haven't seen the Star in years. My next door neighbour used to go down every day, 10 o'clock, and buy the Star.
Yeah, there's like a few things.
Some Trees in the Snow on Netflix. It's in Spanish. Will you be able to do it? I know Carl comes down and he just said to me, he said, I watched this film and it's called whatever. And it's all right. He said, yeah, it's a Spanish film because they're all fluent Spanish.
Grandma, what was the one Grandma was watching and it was in Spanish and I kept lip reading it in Spanish?
Yeah. Oh, that was
I was like looking at it and I said, Grandma, that's not what they're saying though. And she was like, what do you mean? Like they'd say a phrase and how it was translated was not that it wasn't translated correctly because it is, but like I would translate it different. That would be
Chloe, where are you, by the way?
Messages is kind of like just the errands.
But no, like messages is your shopping.
Yeah, but like if I was thinking of messages, I wouldn't just think of shopping though. Like, because to me, if it's basically, I'd say anything that you retrieve.
Yeah, no, well, I'd always know if I was going out to do the food shop, I'd say messages. Going out to grab the messages. These will help me lift them in from the car and come back.
Yeah, I heard Virgin River is meant to be very good as well.
Let me grab, what's my phone go? I have my list on my phone. Let me just see if there's anything interesting on it.
Winx went up, and I was watching
that. A cartoon.
They did it live action, and I was so disappointed. Like I grew up with Winx on Pop Girl. Jesus, isn't that going old? On Pop Girl, so it was like a cartoon, and it always was, and it was great. But the live action one is such a disappointment.
Oh really?
It's horrific.
Oh my god! Oh, I tried.
Like they tried to like one of the actresses that's in it actually got bullied so much for her weight.
Oh, for God's sake!
Like it was ridiculous.
I don't understand. Every time now, like people are always talking about different, and it's like, oh, this got bullied. This person said this.
No, but
this one's
the
getting
reason
cancelled.
was because they launched her off the TV show.
Yeah. Mac, where'd you go?
I was pulling you more over.
Oh, you're pulling me.
I've watched Scorpion.
Oh, I love Scorpion. Myself and Carol watched it right through to the end.
Lucifer, I was watching that season 1. And I haven't watched The Crown. I'm in the middle of
Oh, Wicklow, okay.
I've watched Enola Holmes. Enola Holmes is very good. I love Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
She's very, very good.
Is that the girl out of Stranger Things?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's very, very good. Helen Bonham Carter is in it as well.
This is it. I don't fucking know. I watched Hinterland. That was good. That's where the detective goes to Wales.
I watched that too.
You sat with me and watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. Marcella was good. Queen of the South was crap. I didn't like that at all. Queen of the South.
High C. I was watching. That's not great either.
No.
Well, it's not great because I got very bored.
The Stranger. I'm intrigued with it. I haven't watched it yet, but I like the thing. It's the girl who comes up and starts telling family secrets or something, and they don't know who she is. Let me see. When a stranger makes a shocking claim about his wife, family man Adam Price becomes entangled in a mystery as he desperately searches for answers. So there's only one season. It only came out last year, 2020.
Anything that came out last year is kind of on a stop at the moment.
Yeah, but I believe that's meant to be good.
Can I have a look at mine?
Yeah.
Because I had a... Can I...
Carrie, do you know what to do, right? You go in front.
Okay.
And we'll interlock the handles.
Okay.
And then I'll lean into you.
Insert your handle into my hole.
Jesus Christ. The Pennsylvania Dairy. Orphan Black. God, I'm getting loads of Netflix score. Oh yeah, I really like Scorpion. The Holidays originals, Lucifer.
I had like mostly reality TV show on mine, but the one I have also is The Irregulars.
Is that good?
I haven't watched it yet. It's a crew of misfits investigates a series of supernatural crime in Victoria, London for Dr. Watson and his shadowy associate Sherlock Holmes. Does sound good though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Then I had
another one I watched and my mum watched as well. Both of us watched was Wallander. He's a detective in Sweden, I think. And then they brought out a new series called Young Wallander. That was good.
I'm nearly finished Death in Paradise.
Oh, that's good.
I was
that's
bawling.
funny.
Season 7 made me actually physically cry. Then there's like something called Poseidon. So it's nothing to do with Greek god. A tidal wave spells disaster for a ship. New Year's Eve of New Year's Eve reveals when it capsizes a mammoth vessel, sending passengers into a battle for survival. So it's like a big, huge wave that comes over and they have to survive it.
Wanted was good, Mum. That was based in Australia. That was the two women and they get caught up in a crime that obviously had nothing to do with them. But that was very good. Yeah, that was very, very good.
Yeah.
Heartland.
Another one is called Tiny Pretty Thing. Tiny Pretty Things. It's this ballerina, and she's like the prima ballerina. She's dancing, but she's on a wall on like a roof, and she's trying to get her balance. And someone comes in. You can't see them. Just pushes her off the roof. Kills her. And then they call this girl in for an audition, and she gets the part of prima ballerina. And she is under the same threat now of someone coming to kill her.
Fools and Horses, yeah.
Mr. Iglesias, if you haven't watched it, watch it. It's so funny.
Hang on, I'm just reading here, Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Only Fools and Horses. And what was it on Fawlty Towers? Do you know what one I used to like with the old ones was Reginald Perry. I always like Reginald
Tales
Perry.
of Unfortunate Events.
Yeah. Series.
Well, yeah, the series. They have.
I like Atypical too. Heartland, Sinead. Liked.
Jesus.
There's a couple that
Mrs. Brown, the movie. Every night it just makes me giggle.
Where's Buster?
The Alienist.
MacGyver. Oh my god.
The A-Team.
I was only the A-Team.
In 1974, a crack commando squad of team was trialed for a crime they did not commit. They promptly escaped this unit and have since formed the A-Team. Yeah.
It was Airwolf.
We watched it way too much.
There was A-Team, Airwolf, MacGyver. Who else was there?
A-Team. Sorry, it wasn't called Winx, it was called Fate. The Winx series.
Oh, come on, Baywatch.
Look.
Baywatch is back. Yeah, I heard Baywatch was coming back.
See?
Pretty Little Things. Yeah.
It's so weird because there are certain things that I watched and I really just did not like.
Pretty Little Thing.
I was going to watch
Murder,
Night
She
Stalker.
Wrote.
Yeah.
The Car.
Poirot.
No, what you call the car? Night Rider. Night Rider and Kit was that's what the car was called. Kit used to have the red light.
Yeah.
Do you remember David Hasselhoff?
What was it? I was going to watch
Diagnosed Murder. That's still on. I was only flicking the channels the other day, and it was on Drama. One of them, whatever weird old station.
I was going to watch Night Stalker, but I was watching people on YouTube had watched it, and they went, "Don't watch it. It's way too graphic to be up on Netflix."
Oh, really?
It's incredibly graphic. Like, it goes into such extreme detail.
Nice.
I think it was Night Stalker. I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure it was Night Stalker. If it wasn't Night Stalker, it was the Golden State Killer. If you had your door unlocked and the Night Stalker was walking by, because he'd walk up to the doors and jingle the handle.
Let's not talk about this. People are living on their own.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, he's in the States. He's in prison. He's been caught. He's over. He's gone. I think he's executed.
That was the thing. What was the one where they did profiling?
Criminal Minds.
No, it wasn't Criminal Minds. Shit.
NCIS?
No, me and Carl were watching it.
CSI?
No, it was a new one. It was only a new one. It was probably 2 years ago. And it was the first fellas, and they cut all the...
Oh, yes, in the 70s.
In the 70s.
And they were the first profilers. Fuck, I can't remember it. But Star is now on Disney, and I watch Bones on...
Do you know who cracks me up? Kim Wood. Or... how clean is she? Yeah. She's funny.
Poirot is very good. Poirot. A cute Poirot.
You're a Belgian man.
I was watching... Grey's Anatomy is on Disney Plus now. No, I need to go to bed. I've worked in the morning.
Okay, Laura. They could go on for an hour. They could go on for 2 hours. The problem is the longer they go on, the more I have to edit.
And I need work. I need sleep for work.
You had to sleep. You didn't miss much, Laura. We were still waffling. These were deciding I needed help. Stop Siobhan chicken liver shits. Oh my God.
I used to watch Criminal Minds when I was younger, like 16. But I have to stop because I couldn't sleep at night after them.
Yeah. They'd be a bit mad.
It was actually... Because how someone explained it to me was, when you're watching something like Criminal Minds, where it is very psychological based, your brain can't tell the difference. It just knows it as a threat. It's going to keep you up. The Watcher, I've heard about that one.
Siobhan, it's actually funny. I can't edit the comments, but I can turn off the comments so they don't rerun. But I can't edit the comments. I can only edit the video. I need to go to bed. Okay.
I will talk to everyone tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
No, whenever.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Next week. Am I in work next week?
Wait, doesn't matter. We wait for you.
Okay. Well, I will talk to you all next week, hopefully, because I need to get to bed for work. And
okay.
Enjoy my life. Bye-bye.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh. Thanks for the tea, Mommy.
You're welcome, darling. Good night now. Sleep well. Woohoo! I'm on my own, lads. Oh. She's absolutely chuffed with herself with this new lad. Oh, can't get that done. So how is everybody doing? Is everybody doing okay? Anyone got out and planned for the weekend? I was going to head to the zoo. I think I'm going to try and maybe do it during the week. Not this week, come maybe the next week. Because Carl's going down to stay with my mum for 5 weeks because Hayley's she did all those exams, right? They gave them 3 exams coming into the Leaving Cert. And she, they gave them the 3 exams. So she went for the predicted grades. And then they came out and obviously gave the option to sit the exams as well. And the teachers can't tell them what the predicted grades are, obviously, I mean, for obvious reasons. But anyone she felt she didn't do too well and she's going to sit the exam. So poor old Carol's like, Mum, I'm bailing. I'm not sticking around for her doing exams. She's as moody as shit. So he's bailing down to my mother's. I think he was saying to me he's going down for 5 weeks. Just in case I haven't said 5 weeks, Mum, he's coming your way for 5 weeks. Just so I can get it in on the live and then she can't really give out to me too much. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to catch up and read because obviously Sarah, up the airfield in Dundrum. What's up the airfield in Dundrum? No edit tonight. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. You are literally a ray of sunshine to watch. I was in Mizenhead over the weekend. Stayed there, was lovely. Oh, I have to say, lads, I cannot wait to get away. I cannot wait. And I was only saying this to the kids. I was saying, we were talking about sausages, as you do. And we were talking about sausages we like, and Cara likes Cairn sausages, and I like Clonakilty. Just, if I'm ever in the option and I want to buy Clonakilty, I like Clonakilty. And I was saying to Carol, I said, I am actually, when they say intercounty, I'm going to drive to Clonakilty. I'm going to find the shop. I'm going to buy Clonakilty sausages in Clonakilty. That's how I'm feeling. I would drive anywhere at this stage. My cousin does the music for James Bond movies. Oh, wow. And Sherlock Holmes. Sarah, what's going on up in Dundrum? Oh, I'm confused. Mind you, it doesn't take much, does it? Jamie Weiss and Jamie Nard. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know what she's talking about. She's on a farm. Oh, Dundrum. Yeah. Yeah. There's also, where's the one people are saying to me to go? The lovely walks. Ardgillan Castle is meant to have. You're from Clonakilty. Okay, Laura. Well, that's coffee. We can have coffee. If you're up for having coffee. I'd have coffee. I love coffee. I would drive down just to have coffee. Well, actually, I drive down to buy sausages, then I'll have coffee. Is there a Clonakilty shop that sells Clonakilty sausages and white pudding? Airfield Farmhouse. Sorry, is that not near Swords? I love Clonakilty sausages. I think they're gorgeous. I just love the flavour of them. And I don't know if it goes back to when I was a child and we used to go on holidays down to where my dad was from, and there was no like Duns, any of that. There was only Super Value, and we used to get Clonakilty sausages on holiday. And I don't know if I just associate it with holiday, so they always just taste better. That and ketchup. Definitely the Clonakilty butchers. They have a giant rolls of, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I love white pudding mashed onto toast. Square pudding. I didn't know they did square pudding. Hicks. Yeah, Carl likes, is it Cairn sausages? Oh, okay. Balali. All right. I'll tell you where I'm thinking of New Grain, no, Newbridge House. I think it's down there, so I don't know. Do you know, I'm so long out of Dublin now. Chicken fillet stuffed with black pudding. Oh, really? Oh. See, no, I'd eat, Carrie and myself would probably eat black pudding. I don't know if Haley and Carl would. But sure, they could just get their own whatever they wanted. I'm actually just looking forward to, I was saying this to Haley, I think it was. Haley loves driving. I told you this before. She loves, that's her, from being a baby. If she was unsettled or whatever, you just put her in the car and drove. And where she would stay awake on a drive, the other two would be asleep. But veggie pudding, yeah, I want to try the veggie pudding. But I was saying to her, when we can start moving around a bit more freely, I'm going to actually look up places to go. You know, that sort of famous fish and chip shops or famous things, and go down for lunch, get the food and drive home. I don't care. I just want to be out on the road moving. I am so sick of being in the house. They also have, yeah, the veggie. Sorry, I know I'm reading. I'm reading things twice. Anyone book anywhere to go away? Mildred. You all right now, love? You're just saying you're out of action there for a while. I hope you're doing okay. I used to work with Mildred years ago. Jesus. But yeah, has anyone booked anywhere? Hoping to get to Turkey. Anyone booked anywhere in Ireland? Because I don't know when they're going to start doing international travel. I heard that it was going to be late. Late August before international travel comes. I don't know. Going to book in July. Yeah, I know. It's a waiting game. It really is. I was actually just saying it to my ex who was up for Kerry's birthday. And I was saying to him, like, you want to eat? So I'm not taking holidays. I said, oh, okay. He said, but if you want to book somewhere to go with the kids, I said, I've had them for the last fucking 2 years. Week free, getting their chick. Oh, Mildred, I'm sorry to hear. So many people have been getting poorly lately. Hey, Joseph, how are you? Well, you missed poor old Kerry's gone to bed. She gave up. Mind you, she is up. She's in at 8, so she'll be up at 6:30 in the morning. Crazy, crazy. So, are you still being put into quarantine if you come back from abroad, or what's happening? I know one person who has gone to Malta because their father has a company registered in Malta, and gave her a letter to say that she'd go over for an interview. And she went over for 3-week holiday. Yeah, the rapid test. Kerry got the rapid test before she started work. And they gave us the price lift. Indian variant to Northern Ireland. I think 6 cases were confirmed. I just don't know what's happened. I just wish. I don't know what I wish. There's nothing to wish. Right, kids, I think we're going to leave it there. Everybody seems to be coming on and going off, and Kerry's gone to bed, and I have to get up at 7 to drop her up to work. Mind you, I'll probably go back to bed. Then I have to get ready for this thing. Turkey. An awful lot of people love Turkey. I've never been. What did my mother say? The Indian variant, yeah, this is a new strain after coming out. That's been identified in India. And it's, I don't know, I don't know if I can't remember what they were saying, but it's a new strain anyway. A bit like the UK strain, and there was the South American strain. This is just another strain. It's the Indian strain, but they're going through an awful time. Awful. Yeah, Joseph, you just happened to catch us towards the end. We've been on 1 hour and 54 minutes. We normally come on about 9, well, it's normally 9 o'clock. But yeah, and it goes on for about 2 hours. Yeah, Laura, do you know what to do? Where are you gone? Came up and then I went away. Yeah, if anyone's on Instagram and wants to be friends, my Insta is okay, Laura. Well, what I'll do is I'm actually going to copy that and I will stick that in the comments. Again, I'm on Instagram. If anybody you want to chat to me, anything, I will answer. I answer you back. Yeah, I don't know if you can still go over to England. I was only looking at that going, I wonder could I go the ferry? Just for a day trip even, just to go over and come back, just anything to get out of these 4 bloody walls. Can't spare at this stage. Yeah, I've seen people go on holidays and yeah, it's a bit weird now. As I said, that girl I know her father has the company, went over 3 weeks holiday. She said she was going for an interview and she had the letter and she got through fine. Siobhan, I can link yours if you're up for that. Just let me know. If anybody wants me to link their Instagrams, just send them to me. And what I'll do is I'll link them all below. So you're saying you can fly over from Ireland with no tests and quarantine to England? Oh wow, okay, I didn't know that. Jesus, Joseph, we'll be all landing on your doorstep. I'm a traveller. Sarah, I love traveling. I hate it. Now, I would drive. I'm a real road trip type of person though as well. When I lived in Spain, I would think nothing of going off down the road and driving from Spain to Ireland, taking a couple of days. We did it with a motorhome one time. I think it took us 14 days. Came up, we went to Switzerland, did loads of stuff. And the kids loved it. Talk about it to this day. I know, poor old Joseph. I didn't realise England had made Ireland exempt, but I think you have to isolate when you return to Ireland. Even if you fly in up north, I think you still have to isolate. Wow, okay. Jesus, we're learning something new. I'll host you in Istanbul 1 year. Do you know what? At this stage, actually, I'd love to drive to Italy. But yeah, I'd fly over, no problem. My mother will tell you I was a devil for coming in and booking last minute holidays. And then she'd be like, who's going now? Me and 3 kids, or 2 kids, I suppose, at the time, maybe. Because Jason couldn't get time off work. And I used to just take off. I had no bother. Dragging 3 kids with me, not a problem. More the merrier. I was unbelievable. I still am. And the kids laugh at me. Because they're like, Mom, when we all go to college, what are you going to do? And I said, I'll be gone. I'll put a tracker on my luggage or something so you know where I am. But don't expect me to sit here and twiddling my thumbs looking for you. I need a holiday, yeah, don't we all? Men, sea, sand and sun. My Insta is just must fly. Wash and see here. Next Thursday, 9 o'clock. Normally I put up a reminder about 7. Under pressure tonight, didn't get it up. But yeah, I mean, if you are on Instagram and stuff, I'll stick it up. I'll stick it up there too that we're going up. But yeah, right, we're gonna go. Laura, take care of yourself. I'm going to go to bed. So I get up and get this child to work in the morning. And I will see you all again next Thursday, same time, and in between food shops and everything else. So just keep an eye. You know the drill. All right, listen, lads, take care of yourselves. Have a great night. And I will talk to you live next Thursday and a couple of in betweens. All right, take care. Bye.